Corey Hayrelick and Brian Caldwell. Their company is called 4WD. Hey, guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome. Good morning.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Someone said coffee, huh? And here we are with actually people, if they tune into the YouTube video, they can see a little bit of a coffee sampling going on. But let's tell people about your company.
Sure. We started 4WD Coffee about, really goes back 10 years. But recently we relaunched and we're excited about it. Jenna's been fantastic in helping us. We're glad to be here to tell you about it.
I think the first thing people may want to know, the name 4WD.
Well,
where did that come from?
It's four-wheel drive, you know.
Oh!
Come on.
Come on, Bill.
Okay.
Nah,
okay.
Four-wheel drive. We have a big passion for the outdoors and hard work, and all that kind of relates with the brand.
That's a great name.
So tell us a little bit about, I know this story, but I love it. How did this originally get started? Because you guys have day jobs. This is a passion. It started as just kind of a little passion project, you said 10 years ago, but how did it get going? And then how did you kind of revamp it and decide to go all out and launch 4WD?
Brian is a professional boxing coach. I'm an attorney, and we met through boxing. And the very short story is one of Brian's champion boxers is of Mexican-American descent. His abuela, his grandma, was making this great coffee, and we're like, what is this? So this was about 10 years ago. We found that it wasn't available in the United States, and we decided we needed to try and make it. And that led us to recreate this amazing coffee, which we started sharing with people. And it's that old story of everybody said, wait, you need to sell this and offer it. So we did, and we got in supermarkets. We were successful, but because of our day jobs, we really weren't in a position to support the success we were having. So we left it for a bit, but as we like to joke, coffee wouldn't die. People kept asking us. So 2 years ago, we decided we were in a position to finally revisit it, and we decided if we were going to do it, we wanted to do it right. So that was really the start of what led us to do 4WD Coffee.
That's so awesome. And so Brian, tell us a little bit about modern day 4WD. I mean, you guys really have, as a branding person, you guys have done this right. It's beautiful packaging. You have
I want to do this. Here you
5 flavors. Yes. I mean, you really spent a lot of time and thoughtfulness, and we're very intentional about this brand. Talk a little bit about why you guys decided at this point to go all out and really, really do this.
Well, I mean, as far as the branding goes and again, all the hard work that goes into it, Corey and I both have a huge love for the outdoors, fly fishing, hunting, hiking, anything outside. And so we wanted to make sure that we were doing something that we wanted to wake up every day and get after. And so we chose 4WD, and you'll see all our branding are all iconic outdoor places in Texas. And we really just want to promote people to get outside. Coffee being obviously the product, but the message is to us even more important. And that's to really get off your screen for just a moment and actually go do the things you're looking at. Wouldn't that be amazing, right? I have little kids, so I'm really, really hardcore about this. My kids are spending 6 to 8 hours on a screen a day. And that's just, in my mind, not great. And so anyway, with the coffee, we're able to kind of promote that. We can support conservation. And you know what? We have fun. We get to go to cool places and get content in the mountains and fishing, and it's awesome.
I mean, one of my favorite things is seeing the content you send over for us to put out on social media. Corey, talk to us a little bit about some of the trips, some of your favorite places. I know there's no way to narrow it down because you guys have been everywhere.
Yeah, we do. We like to explore. We take it for granted because we grew up this way. We grew up outdoors. And one of the reasons that we decided on 4WD, and this is going to answer your question, I think, is because so many people ask us about what we do and where we go, and we just take it for granted. And what we realize is there's a community out there of people who relate to it. And part of our decision to go forward was realizing that there's a community of people who want to be a part of that, who want to go outside and enjoy their coffee and do these things. Oh gosh, we everywhere from Montana to Colorado to New Mexico to throughout Texas. There's just so much to see, and that's what inspires us. Country's amazing, but Texas is amazing, and we want to celebrate it. So part of our decision to recognize Texas was just appreciation of this great place we live, and encourage people, whether it's go to the park or go to Palo Duro Canyon or anywhere. You know, we have great resources right here in Houston. So this really has become a way for us to share with people a lot of these great places, encourage people to go see and get outside. Support conservation, as Brian said, is really important to us. And lastly, a good cup of coffee. There's just, there's a lot of bad coffee out there. And what we found is that people are used to drinking bad coffee. So it became a challenge of ours to do. We know good coffee, and we can offer good coffee easily if people are willing to spend $30 a bag for it. But it became a challenge of ours to do this, to offer it at a price that people could afford, but to not compromise on the quality. And we're really proud of that, as much of anything, that this is good coffee.
And I guess, Brian, talk a little bit about, we're all, I'm sorry for the listeners, you can't smell this amazing coffee that we're all enjoying right now.
Until they buy some.
Yeah.
Until they
There we
buy
go.
some at 4wdcoffee.com. But tell us a little bit about the different roasts, and you guys can both chime in here. But
Sure. We started out, we have 5 blends that we'll be starting with. 2 flavored coffees, the Lajitas, which is what you're drinking today. It's great. It has cinnamon, anise, cloves, a little bit of palencia and chocolate. We have a pinon flavored coffee with the pinon nut from the Davis
It could be
Mountains.
malpractice for me to not share some of these.
Yeah, we'll share. And then, of course, we have your traditional black coffees, light, medium, and dark roast. So we just really wanted to have at least something for everybody's palate. Of course, people doctor their coffees up with, all kinds of stuff. But we really wanted to make these drinkable, straight black,
Yeah.
And I think we did a good job with it.
So how many total blends do you have?
5.
So there's 5 blends, and in fact, right now, if you do tune into the YouTube video, you'll see the bags are coming out of the big bag with the coffee. And once again,
We
the
came supplied.
website is
4wdcoffee.com.
4wdcoffee.com. So if you're near the computer, you could check out the blends. The great website. There's so many, and when you go to the website, it does get you into that outdoor mode and mood. And to me, it's great to have a cup of coffee outdoors, especially in the cooler weather. But the beauty of coffee is we can drink it anywhere.
And talk to us. One of the things that I love, again, is that you guys were so, everything you do is really around your mission and the message that you want to get out there. Tell us a little bit about your branding team. It's not me, so I'm not self-promoting, but they're amazingly talented. And talk to us a little bit about the process, because each of these bags is a piece of art.
Beautiful, yes.
Yeah, and they were all handmade specifically for you guys, right?
Yes.
I love that thoughtfulness.
Field of Study are the group out of Houston who helped us with it. We go back a long ways with them. They worked with Brian and the boxing gym, Baby Bull Boxing Gym, also here in Houston. And we reached out to them because they're so good and they've done such, they're so talented that we told them what we wanted to do. And like they always do, they just captured us for us. We hired an illustrator, so all of our artwork here is original. And just like everything with the coat, we want it to be authentic. We do have day jobs, so the only reason we're doing this is to do something that's meaningful to us. And we wanted to capture Texas in a way that was meaningful to people in the state. For instance, this is the Palo Duro and Big Bend area, Texas coast. But we also wanted something that folks in other parts of the country could relate to.
And where do they buy the coffee? Online, or are they where else? Anywhere else?
Yes, online right now. It is also going to be at Gordy and Sons Fly Fishing and Gun Shop pretty soon, and I think at Federal Grill as well.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Many roads lead to
All
the federal.
roads lead to
We
federal.
love that.
Bill.
Matt's a great guy.
But once again, no doubt about it. People, you really need to taste this coffee. We're enjoying it right now. Simply go to 4wdcoffee.com. Get a couple bags. Oh, yeah. Christmas gifts.
Great Christmas gift.
Exactly. They've got
have-
some really good swag too for Christmas
We
gifts.
do. And we have a
What else is
great
in that
holiday
bag there, guys? Yeah.
bag coming out soon.
Yes, very exciting. Talk a little bit about that. I think we have like a minute
Like
left.
we got about a minute left. Go ahead.
What about the holiday bag? I'm excited.
Well, our illustrator knocked out of the park. I mean, he did a great job. So we should have that next week or so, and we have to recognize Federal and Matt Bryce, who we know has been here a number of times. Matt's been great. He's a really big supporter. He's been involved in helping us, and a lot of credit to him for everything he's done for us.
So yet one more reason to go to Federal Grill, Bill. Not that we
Exactly.
need it. Cheeseburger,
I
egg
was there
rolls,
the other
and
day.
4WD coffee. I mean,
So many
what
things.
could be better?
So before we close the segment, what else should we know? Again, the website is 4wdcoffee.com.
Yep.
Get a few bags. Anything else, guys?
Don't think about it. Just try it.
There you go.
You'll be
Outdoors
hooked.
or indoors. Corey Hayrelic and Brian Caldwell, 4WD Coffee. Guys, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys.
having us. We appreciate it.